So you're seeing on the left there is Jake Browning and Gardner Minshew in 2018, the Apple Cup, when the Huskies defeated the Cougars. And on the right, you're seeing Jake Browning and Gardner Minshew both as NFL starting quarterbacks. How about that? This is Coast to Coast Sports. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and follow us for more content just like this. So we're talking about these two quarterbacks, and it's been really cool seeing how they've both been able to just progress through the NFL at the way that they've been. I mean, it's really fun to watch backup quarterbacks play, especially when it's not for the team that you're a fan of. I'm a Seahawks fan, so I don't really care what happens to either of these teams. I'm just enjoying watching two guys from my state that I really do enjoy watching. They're fun players. I rooted for both of them at times. I know that's an atrocity to say from Washington. I don't hate the Cougars or the Huskies. I'm about to be going to school at Washington State University, and my best friend goes to school at University of Washington. So I have no bad blood between either. And I'm just happy for these guys to finally get a chance, because both of them are very talented guys. I don't know if either of them are long-term starters, but right now they've both got their teams in the playoff mix. They're both 7-6, and I know a lot of those games weren't them as the starter, especially not Browning, but he's 2-1 as the starter for the Bengals. Gardner Minshew is 5-4 as the starter for the Colts. Pretty cool. I hope at least one of them makes the playoffs. I'm not sure if they will. They're both 7-6, so they both need to probably go 3-1 in their last four. The Bengals obviously have a tough schedule. They have to play the Browns, the Steelers, the Chiefs. So, the odds aren't amazing, but it's possible. The Colts have to play the Texans and the Titans and the Jaguars, I believe. So that's also, again, it's possible. I don't think they play the Jags, actually. I know they play the Texans and Titans. They could get in. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But it's really cool. Good for them. Browning has been on an absolute roll. 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 1 on the ground. Again, 300 yards passing. He actually left the game at the very end with an injury. He was replaced by Trevor Siemian, but I believe he's going to be okay for next week. And, yeah, good for him. And good for both of these guys. Happy for him. Love them both. They both have done really good things for the state of Washington, and now they get to have a shot at the NFL. And maybe Browning will get. I feel like Jake Browning could be a bit of a Case Keenum type of guy. I feel like they both kind of remind me of Case Keenum. Minshew, I think, reminds me a little more of Fitzpatrick. I think Minshew could legitimately get a couple of starting jobs. I think Keenum was more a guy who came in when other guys got injured. I think maybe that's going to be what Jake Browning is for his career. But I think when called upon, these guys are both competent. And it does go to show, like, for teams with bad backup quarterbacks, like, you can win with a backup in this league. The Vikings are doing it. The Bengals are doing it. The Colts are doing it. You can win with a backup quarterback. I mean, hell, the 49ers. Brock Purdy, like, he's a starter now. He was a backup last year, and they were winning. And now the 49ers' old backup's going to be a starter. Nick Mullen's going to be a starter now. The Giants are winning with a backup. Like, it's not, like, if you have the right guy on your team, you can win, and you can win more often than you lose with a backup. Tyson Bagent won a game. Tommy DeVito's winning games. Aiden O'Connell. Guys who we've never heard of until this year are winning games at the highest level of football. Because if you have the right coach and the right team around you, and if you have the right training for your backup quarterback, it's very possible to win with a backup. Now, it's not possible to win the Super Bowl, I don't think. But winning 3, 4, 5 games with a backup quarterback, yeah. Gardner Minshew with Jacksonville was 4-6, and then the next year he was, I think, 1-10. Then he started 4 games total for the Eagles and was 2-2. And now with the Colts, he's 5-4 and has them very good positioning for the playoffs. This is cool. The Bengals are actually in a better position because they have the tiebreakers over the Colts and the Bills now. But the Bengals, for them to really, they're going to need to beat the Steelers and they're going to need to beat the Browns. And they might have to beat the Chiefs too. Maybe they can afford one loss. So if that's their loss, the Chiefs going to have to be their loss. They'll have to beat the Vikings as well next week. But yeah, good for them. I love it when backup quarterbacks find success like this, and especially when it's two guys that I've rooted for so long. As a fan of Washington colleges, I was very aware of both of these guys. I always kind of wondered, like, do they have what it takes to be in the NFL? Well, now we're seeing it. Now we're finally seeing it, and they both clearly do. This is cool. If you guys like what you're seeing, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, comment. We need all the support we can get. We're just, college kid on the West Coast and another guy on the East Coast. Two college kids, two guys who are studying sports broadcast, and we just are doing this because we like it. We enjoy it. Eventually, we want this to be our careers. Right now, it's just a passion project. It's a hobby. We just started this channel. It's our second channel, our first channel. The NW Sportscast is a Seahawks Mariners channel, so check that out if you guys like the Seahawks and the Mariners. We got about 500, 600 subscribers over there. A very few followers over here, but we're just doing this because we like it. We're not doing it for the money. No ads, no sponsor deals. We're not into that kind of stuff. We also wouldn't know how to do it if we were. But we're just doing this because we like it. And if you like sports and you like to listen to people talk about sports in, I think, a pretty intelligible way, then check out what we've got over here. Especially if you like the football, the NFL, the MLB, football, baseball. That's what we talk about the most. Coast to coast sports. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.